All right. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, afternoon, evening, and welcome once again to another No Logic Tournament matchup. This time it's between Duden and Doomtap. Today I am joined by one JD Silvergun. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. So we, of course, thank you so much, Malmo, for putting together this excellent setup here. For being done in 4 minutes. Really do appreciate it. And so, so today we got Duden versus Doomtap. And so, what are we expecting here today from our runners?
Well, in my experience, if Doomtap is involved, the seed is going to be absolutely atrocious because he's probably one of the only people that's even more unlucky than I am.
And there we go. And so this will be fun for everyone involved. And so here, some rupees there. I know that small keys were grabbed earlier. Of course, what's nice originally Malmo was actually going to do the tracking anyway, but in this case, since we have both of their actual streams up, we can just look at their own trackers for this. Duden getting a big key to Hera. That'll be good.
Yeah, that's a nice one to have, for multiple reasons. We can get into that later, but sometimes it's just convenient. The DMA for Doomtap and water checks for Duden.
Right. Yep. So the water checks. Doomtap appears to be doing a old man rescue. Oh no, sorry, there was the big key to Hera. I must have missed what big key got earlier. Must have been the big key to Meyer for Duden. My apologies there. I'm trying to read his tracker correctly. Duden goes up and sees that there is a map. So he'll go ahead and partake in that knowledge. Doomtap with the dust.
Yeah, magic powder on the old man could be important in the seed. And Duden got the nice clip, didn't have to walk all the way around to get the map. But I missed what map it was, though.
It was a map to Meyer.
Okay, good. That's a good map, I'd say.
Yep, so that means for Duden he's got both the map and the big key to Meyer. 20 downstairs. Duden heading, try to get some Saha knowledge. Doomtap the small key to ice. I think he'll just go ahead and take a death. Oh, pods in desert.
I'm sorry, excuse me, but what?
So the small... What
did
I
you
just
say
say?
Pod in desert?
Because I'm reading too many things at once. The green pendant is in desert.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification, because I missed it.
Oh, this is interesting. So the clip up north near the bottle vendor, it looks like, for Duden.
Yeah, this is the ADRMG basement clip route to pick up the potion after we pick up the boots. Pretty interesting to see it in rando. I'm not able to buy a potion, though.
Yeah, gonna hang on to that mushroom for now. Doomtap just sees a heart piece. So I think he'll probably go back in and restock. And now Duden, it looks like we got a back of escape plan, it looks like here. Yep, down the hole.
Yeah, so Duden really wants there not to be gloves in the seed. Taking all this time to do this early would be my guess. A nice hammer.
Well, there we go. First weapon grabbed.
Oh, the overmash accidentally started at Link's house. I hate it when that happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Oh, the singular error on the island. And so now Duden is going to do all those checks that I think Doomtap did earlier. Well, Doomtap, I think, is probably going to do a lot of the checks that Duden did earlier. So I think they're going to flip and get all the rest of their respective items.
I'd be a little surprised if Doomtap gets that hammer as well, but generally I agree with what you said. I mean, it does take a little bit of time to set up that swim foot for back of escape. Like, it's not an uncommon play, but I think people put it off, hoping, like, there could be just a free glove somewhere early, but, you know, we never know. There might not be.
Yeah, I do agree with that, with your assessment there, too. Like, while he'll do most of what Duden did, I'm not quite sure also if he'll be wanting to make the play to the back of escape. Okay. And so right now we are, for anyone, because there's, you know, it's a little hard to get a timer set up, right? We're about 6:10 in. We're currently in the race time lobby. And yeah, looks like Doomtap's going to go ahead and do all of his water walking shenanigans. Duden is, okay, going to make a beeline to CAC.
I'm curious if Doomtap will have magic before he goes to town to check the magic bat location. Or that could be a difference between the two. If Duden is probably orphaning that, at least for a little bit.
So far, really only blue mail of any notable worth. Doomtap's going to try to clip here to get himself a map.
Oh.
And got it.
What? That works? Alright, very nice. I've never seen that before. Like, there's so many ways to get that item.
Okay. Yeah. And then saw some, didn't know what that was. Just a bunch of animals in the stream. And got Quake was acquired. And then for Duden, a small key to Agate Tower, while Doomtap is actually heading to the dam. So, okay. So as you mentioned earlier, didn't follow the exact route of surprise bears. Thank you, Malmo. Actually going to go ahead and do South Shore because I know Duden has not done that yet.
The desert small in the well is a nice key to have, especially depending on, I don't know, we can use that to open the door to glitch to swamp, or potentially maybe use it in Mire. A nice fire out for Doomtap.
Nice bow for Duden.
Yeah.
All right. So far, now we're finding some goodies. Unfortunately, Doomtap can't use the fire rod yet, but it's nice to have it in the arsenal. And thank you, Malmo, for very quickly adding in a timer. So what do we got here? Big key to Swamp. Big key to Eastern. Red Cane. Okay. 3 of the 5 are decent there in Mini Moldorm.
Well, now Doomtap doesn't need magic to check the magic bat, but we can do the fake real powder.
True.
But regardless, that's a really good find, though. I'd imagine Duden gets that sooner rather than later, though.
Yep. And it appears that Doomtap got a red boomerang from his invisible item.
Yeah, that could be good. And Doomtap also maybe saving putting to the wrong spot.
Doom contemplating life. All right. Very well. So now we have well, it says in his tracker, but of course, as we mentioned earlier, desert is a pendant, green pendant, actually. All right, so now Doomtap's going to make the old cack play. Ooh, flippers.
Flippers in desert is pretty hilarious, considering a Doomtap, well, it depends on a lot of things, but like in theory, you could take those flippers with Samaria and then go fight Argus right away if you wanted to.
Of course, for Duden, no quadrant glitches this time. We're doing this like a filthy NMG person. Gets a cape. Okay. So it looks like I think that'll be it for Duden. He'll go ahead and bail out. I would assume that Duden will be jumping this way here eventually. As now we get a cave.
Castle tower small. I missed on the first time.
Oh, map GT. Got the good one.
Getting it out of the way, increasing the likelihood future maps will be helpful.
And then we are going to do a... Yep, so now Duden's going to go ahead and do the Agina check, while Doomtap's going to grab his bow. Checks, no one checks Uncle. Never.
I mean, you check Uncle on the way to Thieves Town, but... I don't know, depending on the status of Cave State Big Keys, we may see a castle play sooner rather than later. We have not found one yet.
And so what are the Cave State Big Keys? What are the magic ones we're looking for?
Pod, Thieves Town, or GT.
Okay. And I believe also the escape is also one if they don't want to, if they're sick of waiting.
Yes, that is the reliable, trusty ball and chain key that will definitely do the job if we can't find one.
Yeah, check is right. You check the Uncle at the hour mark. Alright, for Duden, fire rod acquired. And we'll also get all of the goodies in Mini Moldorm as well. So I don't know if this is too early of a question, but is there anyone who has that from what you see, has a distinct advantage in terms of the item, their current item pool?
Hammer is kind of big. I mean, it hasn't, given them too much of an advantage yet, but it could. If a sword doesn't appear, like, somewhat soon. I'd imagine we see Castle, like, for the big key, and then into Pod from someone, or maybe into Thieves Town.
Okay. And so right now, yeah, the big difference is, I think, from what it looks like, is the fact that no flippers and no hammer for Doomtap. Interestingly, didn't actually go into desert. I have to make a correction from earlier. The King's Tomb item appeared to actually be a heart, not the red boom. I guess he got the red boom earlier and I missed it.
Doomtap is going to desert now, so he'll not miss those flippers. But yeah, I'm not sure where the red boom was. It might have been in Hera? I don't know. I don't think Duden, pardon me, has done the Hera stuff yet, or like Spectacle Rock.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, he hasn't. Duden, though, with the Eastern play.
Oh, this is interesting. It is clearable except for the big chests. Like, it's not the fastest clear, but it's certainly doable.
No, he should be able to. He's got the big key to Eastern.
Oh, he does have the big key to Eastern. Okay, whoops. Oh, good on you for paying attention. Alright, well, okay, so this is a totally free, like, vanilla play, and it makes sense.
Yeah, the only thing he doesn't know is the knowledge.
Yeah, I was thinking he was going to delete the big key door with the King of Samaria, but yeah, having the big key is definitely better than that.
Be curious, though, to see if he's going to try to just do the whole thing, like including going through the dark rooms to the back to the big key chest, or I know there's other ways back there, but I've only remember getting back to that area with a hook shot.
So I think the common route that most people do if they don't want to leave that item behind, well, especially, oh, nice sword, by the way. Ironically, that is quite easy to do if we did not have the big key. But since we do, it's more annoying. But anyways, so to answer your question, since we don't have mirrors, I think the common thought is that you do the boss first, and then you get warped back to the front, and then you do the bomb juke to get to the big key chest, and then save and quit out of there.
I see. Interestingly, when Doomtap teleported himself into Thieves, the chest in the attic was already open.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate ordering of things for Doomtap. If you're doing the Samaria to get to TT from Desert, you want to leave those chests on the right side closed to avoid that. Because that way you can open the attic chest, bomb open the floor, then go downstairs, steal the key, and warp back. But, so yeah, it's just a property of the way Samarias work. In addition to changing our room ID so we can get different transitions, it will copy the data from one super tile to another, and since the chests were flagged as open, it wrote the flag onto the attic as well. So that's a little unfortunate, but hopefully it was nothing, but we'll have to just stay tuned to find out, though.
Okay.
The Crystal Eastern, by the way.
Yeah, okay. So, first crystal boss goes to Duden, and it appears that his auto tracker is also, I'm assuming he's auto tracking because it's mentioning that it's a 5/6. Doomtap has gotten his way into in the swamp.
Yeah, I had theorized about this with the flippers. I mean, we'll be able to kill Argus with some very carefully aimed fire rod shots if he wants to. Well, actually, never mind. We're not going to Argus because he didn't go up and down stairs. So this is just a play for the items, which is also fine. Like, the fight would have been risky.
Okay.
And with no way to follow up and immediately get the crystal without, like, having the small key either. Oh, nice bottle and Uncle.
So Uncle has, about 1758 in, we have our first bottle. Green potion, mind you. And it looks to be like Duden's going to use it.
Yeah, this might not be what he wants to... Okay, he remembered. Okay, good. Okay, so we didn't have the cave state key yet, so that would have been really sad news, getting the prompt from the doors in the prison that we don't have the big key, so... Duden has left and went into the castle to get the key, which is good.
And then you think he'll head back to Uncle to go do that again?
Yeah, I mean, it seems reasonable to me. Even with the hammer, you can full clear it as well. Like, the other argument would be maybe save and quit and go to Pod, because it is just more items, but Thieves Town is still good density because you can get the Village of Outcasts with the fake Dark World as well, so... I think both are reasonable options for Duden.
Okay. Doomtap is going to be heading into Eastern. So he will acquire his first sword as well here in a moment.
So, Doomtap going for the bomb juke first, and actually, did Duden go back in after fighting Armos? I don't think he did.
No, he just went to Armos, and then that was it.
Okay, so like this juke that Doomtap is doing is what I was saying, like, would be the way to full clear efficiently, but I would do it at the end though, not at first. Because I don't think that this is gonna have the effect Doomtap thinks it has. Um,
Unless he wanted to. Well, he was taking a bunch of damage before. I think he just wanted to reset the dungeon.
okay, well this works. You could do it first if you have the Death Warp already set up. Usually, I don't know, maybe it does work, because for the quadrant glitch, I know, like, if you have the big key, you can fix your camera.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't sure if it was going to work with the juke, though. I could be just misremembering, or maybe, like, I did it wrong in my personal experience. But
Chat
yeah.
says you can't fix it.
You can't? Okay, I didn't think so, but...
You transition to Death Warp into Bubble Trap.
Yep. Okay, well, that makes sense.
Thank you, Internet. Duden now gonna do some risky business in here. Well, it's got the fire rod. It's gonna go ahead and do both checks in Aga Tower. Another small to pod, and that's the end of the road for Duden.
Did we see what Doomtap got in the Eastern Palace Big Key chest, though, or...?
Yeah, it was a small key to something or another.
Oh, okay.
So now, there we go. First sword acquired for Doomtap. And it does appear that, yeah, Duden is now heading back to Uncle here to do this trick to go back into Eastern. Or not Eastern, excuse me, Thieves. So, got the YBA.
Yep.
And there he is.
Alright, so... this is going to have to be, like, 2 trips to this area, just because, we don't have the floor in the attic already open, but Duden will still be able to get everything. And I am curious about that attic item, because we know that Doomtap accidentally deleted it.
The big chest, nothing there. Looking at Duden's tracker, it did not appear as the one item next to the maiden was anything of any significance. So Doomtap doing the Armos fight. Crystal acquired.
Duden doing some funny motions to wait out the anti-fair, no, the bunny beam, I mean.
Alright. Duden getting a small key to skull. And a heart piece. So far, nothing. Well, again, like what you're saying, we didn't check the. He didn't check the one upstairs. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, even though he has the maiden, got a sank heart. Even though he has the maiden, I don't think he went upstairs yet.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make 2 trips to the prison area anyway, because the maiden despawns when you go to the attic. But yeah, I just want to take a second to point out that Doomtap got a huge spin speed, you know, just coming out of Eastern, like, less than 60 frames worth of movement, probably. It was massive.
Those are the optimizations he looks for. Duden got himself a second bottle.
Well, that is rewarding then for Duden coming to this area. 2 bottles plus Samaria.
And then Doomtap. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say 2 bottles plus Samaria is when we start to think we can probably reasonably solve most dungeons. But yeah, I'm surprised. You were probably about to point out Doomtap going to the back of Escape.
Yeah, Doomtap going back to Escape, and to note as well, he also turned in the mushroom.
Okay.
So he got 300, and he got 300 wind wings for that.
Oh, this
And
bomb juke is a new item if he succeeds at it. Oh, nicely done.
okay, so new checks now for Doomtap. And nothing. And he decides to bow out.
Yeah, I don't blame him for checking it though, for the sake of thoroughness. Like sometimes, like that item can be really like important, like, and it's just out of the way, and the other person just doesn't get it.
So now for Duden, we will now get to hopefully see that very important what was the thing that Doomtap deleted. As now Doomtap makes his way into the front of Escape to go get himself a big key.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. What was the item? It was a book.
Look. Well, that's gonna leave us with even more suspense, unfortunately.
Yeah, so unfortunately now we'd have to wait for and see if Duden will ever check either tablet to see if that was a punishment or not.
Well, I'd imagine we get either checked, just because we do the Hera clip like so many times in a seed, so he'll just run over and check it. But like Bombos is really out of the way if you're not like going to that area. I would say it's a bit ominous for Doomtap, even though it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's be interesting to see. As now once again,
Because he essentially skipped 2 items instead of 1 by accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Malmo. So now since Doomtap does have the big key to Hera, I think he's just going to go ahead and take out Moldorm.
Yeah, this makes sense. Meanwhile, Duden into the blind fight. A nice, easy, standard script.
Mm-hmm. Script easy to follow when you have a sword with you.
Or when you're not playing major glitches categories that fall from the ceiling into the fight that ruin the script.
That's true. Crystal acquired.
Yeah, so that 2 blind pulls for Duden is good luck. And I saw in chat they were discussing something that I actually forgot. You can actually fix your West Samaria value. So if neither of these 2 had opened the Eastern Palace big chest, they would have been able to dupe the sword with a West Samaria like pretty quickly. I mean, you just have to run through Eastern again to grab it after a Death Warp, but like early on, the sword dupe has value, I think. But we're not going to see that, unfortunately.
Right. Looks like Sick Kid just had money. Doom acquires a heart piece and also acquired a crystal. Okay. So both have 2 crystal bosses.
Yeah, Duden hasn't even been up the mountain yet. This is crazy late for a like old man rescue.
It is true.
Also, did Doomtap actually check the magic bat when he was in town, or did he skip it?
He did not.
Oh, okay, well that's kind of interesting, because now neither of them have checked it, and we don't know if anyone's ever coming back. Because the Duden is about to get the powder right now from the old man, but having already done the village and Kakariko, like there's nothing really over there anymore other than just that. Unless he gets the flute.
So he checks his making predictions. Because Doomtap will head back. Meanwhile, Doomtap here gonna do the bomb jump. It appears that Duden will also be following suit here and is going to go ahead and taking out Moldorm.
Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Just clearing a dungeon because you can.
Doontap
Also,
finding the other fire rod.
Oh, well, that's kind of unfortunate. I mean, obviously we would prefer the one we don't have, but I was thinking that it's also unusual. I don't think we've seen East Mountain yet, like at all.
We have not.
Yeah, so that's also something we usually see earlier, I think. But both runners are playing like fairly aggressively with pursuing dungeons, and you know, it's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I just was a little surprised.
Yeah, I suspect the items. Really, it has to be the South Shore items and probably the stuff in CAC. Probably kind of led them. Well, there wouldn't be as much. Wouldn't be a high good item density. And so just go ahead and clear what they can now before having to go out east. But you are right, though. It's usually a pretty late play. Doomtap getting the mirror in really harmless hell way.
Yeah, that's a good find. I don't know. I personally feel bad about leaving Paradox behind. Spiral, I could see skipping that. But Paradox, I feel like this with 7 items that you want to get that in case it's something like really helpful to make your dungeon clears faster. But that's just me.
Duden checking
nothing on
one
either
tablet.
Yeah.
So far, Doomtap has been spared. Oh, that's where the red boom was. It was on the top of Spectacle Rock.
I would honestly get that, even already having the blue one. Like, there are cases where one is better than the other, like, depending on which specific glitch you're trying to do. But maybe Duden just doesn't care, so that's fine.
Well, I saw TR being a crystal, so...
A pendant ice was what I saw. That popped out to me.
Yeah, so now we got so it means we definitely have a TR, or not TR. We have an ice rod hunt.
Oh yes, if Doomtap is playing, like, you know, it's gonna be an unlucky seed. I really honestly believe that.
While Doomtap having a fairly easy time with Helma, Duden has jumped off the mountain, and I think is gonna go probably check Skull at some. Ooh, half magic is nice. Crystal acquired. Okay,
that's cool. Definitely what he wanted to see there.
So far all of these, and they've all been blind. Oh, that's interesting. Lamp on bumper ledge.
All right, well that's gonna be really easy for Doomtap to get when he finds it. Having the mirror to assist with a teleport. I'd imagine Duden will, if he doesn't find the mirror in pod soon, will buy a blue potion specifically to get that, just because the lamp is such a powerful item.
Mm-hmm. I guess you can't, like, I guess you couldn't, like, clip even as a bunny? Or can you?
Yeah, you can, but it's not like a citrus. Like, citrus has some, like, leniency to it. Like, the clip to get that is like 8 like 1-frame movements in a row, and so it's generally considered a hassle unless you are really, really good at those types of clips.
Got it. Doomtap getting the hover as he's making his way to hook shot. Duden attempted to commit Sudoku, but forgot that he had a fairy. Quite a shovel.
Well, what's that going to lead to?
So, Doomtap. Oh. Dune getting the dreaded red mail. As Doomtap got the Looks like he got that juke, the bomb juke. Is that what you guys call it, the bomb juke?
Ah, yes, that was a bomb juke. Specifically the East Auto Door bomb juke.
Ooh,
Oh, nice
Master Sword grab. Okay.
Yeah, Duden finding a sword in Skullwoods is definitely a nice find.
Really
You know, I
curious.
personally think if you have only 7 hearts, the red mail might not be considered a bad thing, but then again, I am also eliminated from the tournament, so maybe there's a reason for that.
And a shield as well in Pinball Room. Chat seems to be very pleased with Doomtap's routing. Oh, I saw it earlier and I completely forgot to mention it, but I probably should say it since we're doing comms. Thank you so much, Chax Human, for the 33-month resubscription. It really helps the Steam. Thank you for your support
as well.
Thank you for your support for the Super Malmo World Speed Gaming channel. Really appreciate it. Doomtap, floating. He floating. He hovering. He hovering. Gets an ether tablet for his trouble.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 medallions is some peace of mind if we have to do Meyer.
Yep.
Which is marked as a crystal on Duden's tracker, I think. Or no, it's not. I'm reading that wrong.
And for anyone wondering what Doomtap's doing, there you go.
Thank you for clarifying.
Always. So, alright. So unfortunately, Hookshot Cave, not really a lot other than ether. Time for Super Bunny checks.
Also, Doomtap is probably going to turn this into the East Mountain play, which is, you know, pretty efficient. Well, I mean, or he could go... Well, actually, Doomtap not even having a bottle yet actually is interesting, but he still has a lot of good items, though.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Duden here with the Master Sword Moth fight with, I think, 2 Fire Rod shots as well. But gets it. Very easy.
Oh, Doomtap with a Mimic Cave play.
Acquired Bombos.
Crystal
So-
Meyer.
So Meyer... Okay.
Pendant
Yep.
Skull.
And unfortunately, Pendant for Skull.
Just kidding, we're not doing Mimic Cave, we're Death Warping and TR. Which is fine. We could turn this into the mountain play still, because we are on the mountain. But I'm a little surprised that... So this means that Doomtap did the castle but skipped Uncle, and that's why we don't have a bottle still? I don't know. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Interesting. A nice glove for Duden in the back of Skullwoods.
Thank you, Doomtap, for pulling the lava chest twice. To get not 1, but 2 compasses.
You know, item collection rate fluffers are very happy with his behavior, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if that we got to see with the odds makers of how that will affect how that will affect everything. Doomtab opting to commit Sudoku. Well, all right, bombs in the big chest. Duden getting himself a couple of greens.
Oh, Doomtab, don't do it. Don't save and quit. We're on a mountain that has like 10 items. Like, don't do it. Well, and we can go to Laser Bridge too. Okay, maybe he was just thinking. He wasn't actually going to save and quit.
Thank you, Chex, for showing the really, really big version of that emote. Really helps sustain. Yeah, it looks like Doomtap gonna do some Laser Bridge shenanigans.
Yeah, this is really quite efficient for Doomtap. I mean, we're not getting Mimic Cave anymore, probably, but...
No.
I mean, I guess we could mirror back, but, like, the Laser Bridge is more density, and we can follow up with Paradox afterwards.
Duden setting up a fake flute.
Yeah, this is probably getting the lamp, I would imagine. Going to get the Super Bunny off the fake flute, and then tree pull link state, so we can just clip normally. Alright, well, we have officially abandoned Mimic Cave, which is fine. I just... Uh, I mean, I don't know. I just think this route was like super efficient, so I'm like mentally trying to make it like even more efficient. But it's fine. People skip stuff all the time.
Yeah, Doom needs to be a little bit careful up here, being on 3 hearts. 3 hearts, green mail, and lasers does equal death. Oh, guess he's got. Oh, he picked up blue mail, and I didn't realize it.
Yeah, I think that was why he opened the safety door, just in case. And saving
Yeah.
and quitting is like really, really aggressive when we were right next to 7-item Paradox Cave. So we'll see where he goes next. And Duden did get the lamp, as predicted.
Yep. So it'll be good for him. Meanwhile, all right. So Doom's still on the mountain, heading to Dark World.
Yeah, these skips are like bonkers to me. I mean, I guess this is why these guys win races and I don't.
Oh, Duden forgot. Requires a little bit more money, so can't do the dig game.
Do we have any intel on triples? Maybe we could just farm a little bit. I doubt we're coming back for that though. Was that ether?
That was ether. So for the one tablet that, or the one medallion that Duden doesn't have, that's the one that gets into Meyer.
And we know Meyer is a crystal. I'm not sure if Duden hovers, but that's a pretty big advantage for Doomtap. Nice skull bonk or rock bonk.
So now Doomtap opting to just go ahead and not even check the ledge, just going to go right to skull.
Yeah, I mean, if he skipped Paradox, I mean, I think it makes sense that he's skipping that. It's one check that requires 2 screen transitions. But the funny thing is, Doomtap is actually good at those arduous clips that we discussed earlier. So, actually he has the mirror, so he wouldn't even have to do that if he remembers, but... Yeah, it would have been easy for him to
that's why I was thinking he was just going to go ahead and do it.
Yep.
So far in Hype Cave, nothing really of true value there, so...
Yeah, well, so Duden has the intel that he's unlucky and Meyer is ether. I think that was the most important thing that came out of that trip. Well, other than getting the lamp, of course.
Yeah. And unfortunately, Doomtap about to be very disappointed.
Yeah, he didn't even get his... Wait... When did... Oh, goodness. So, Doomtap didn't do the front at all, right? He just went straight to the middle and then the back, right?
That is correct.
Alright, so his 4th sword is just waiting in the front if he wants to get it. But with this kind of aggression, I don't know, maybe he'll just skip it. But not that he needs it or anything, but it's amusing. Nice fight.
Do you remember where Ether was?
Ether was in Hookshot Cave, in the hover checks.
Okay. Yeah, it was Hookshot Cave. Thank you.
So that's why I was saying that's theoretically quite a decent advantage for Doomtap, because I don't know if Duden is comfortable with hovering.
Yeah. Okay, so Doomtap is now taking care of Moth, but as mentioned already, it's a pendant, so unfortunately, no dice there.
Yeah, Doomtap is dodging all the bottles, you know, it's just his luck, I guess. But, yeah, I'm curious what we're gonna do. Like, he could mirror and do Dark World stuff, or we could just clean out the front and then leave.
Did Doom do bridge chest?
Well, his tracker doesn't say he has a glove, so I'm gonna say no, he didn't.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was a glove there.
Yeah, with the mirror, I mean, it is a slow check, but with the mirror, it's less of a slow check. So I don't know. I mean, with these skips,
Doom
I
has
don't know. I'm
acquired the
not going to be
gold.
surprised at anything anymore at this point with some of the skips we've seen.
So Doom has acquired the gold sword and got a fire shield. And if he's going to check up here, he's about to be really sad with what's in that chest in the top right. Yep, there's red mail. You can't tell, it's just a different pattern rainbow. Nightclaw does state, pretty sure Duden can hover, not sure how much he wants to rely on it though. So,
Okay, well, thank you for that.
yep, so we are on, so it's a definite maybe. There's Duden here. Because I think Duden hovered to get to the chest on the right.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe it's not that big of an advantage for Doomtap, but it just depends if Duden goes there or not. Alright, now we're checking the bumper ledge on Doomtap's side. I see. But then good on him for remembering to actually mirror to get back into the actual Dark World. That's a pretty hard trick to remember.
Yep, so now he will mirror. And then
Is that gonna work?
let's see.
Oh, nope. You want to put the portal a little higher up than he did, like not to the left, to make that easier. I mean, this will still get it done. It's just he has to do it like multiple world transitions.
And nailed it.
Oh, and we're teleporting back down to get the link state. Oh, he's doing some weird clipping. Like, this is like the my B button doesn't work, swordless, vanilla clipping. Never mind. Okay, now we're doing it normally, I think. Needs to be careful.
Sorry, he's
That
Canadian.
was what? Oh wait, what?
It's Canadian. He was doing all of his calculations in metric. So, but he got it. Good on him.
Huh. I thought that was going to be a soft lock. It normally looks a little different when we see people do that, but I mean, it works, so it works. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Malmo said. Shout out to Metric Pixels. So now, let's see here. What is... So Doom opened up the brewery but didn't go check it. So now I'm going to go to dig game.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose the link state right away.
Right. Big key. To dessert.
That's potentially a convenient key to have. And a Duden, I'd imagine, is never going to see that.
Probably not. Meanwhile, so now, okay, so you have Doomtap in Meyer, and he's going to go ahead and open up Meyer, because it doesn't matter, he knows what it is. Or it doesn't matter, he's got all three. Whereas Duden's going to go beat up Helma, hopefully. Take damage, dash down, have the idiot appear, and then we're just going to smack him with a hammer. So that should be pretty simple there.
Yep.
And so, yeah, since...
into Meyer proper, like not continuing the Dark World loop. And this is, you know, consistent with his other aggressive plays. Like, we have the big key in Samaria, so...
Yeah, having the big key and all that means you can, I suspect, just a full clear, potentially.
Yeah, this is totally vanilla with the lamp and everything.
Mm-hmm. So now, crystal acquired. That is now 3 crystal bosses for Duden. And only 2 crystal bosses for Doomtap. Doomtap acquiring the big key to thieves.
I think it's actually 4 to 3, if I'm reading this correctly. But Duden still has a slight lead, though.
Oh no, I don't count the moth. Moth was a pendant.
No, so Thieves, Pod, Hera, and Eastern is what Duden
Thieves.
has.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I can't read.
It's a little small on the comm stream. I
nice,
had issues
nice,
myself.
nice ice rod acquired though by Doomtap.
Oh, that is really big. Well, Duden's also going to Mire right now, so it might be less big than I thought, but still, good find. Yeah, I'd have to say oh, never mind, we missed a YBA. I was about to say that the ball is, like, firmly in, like, Duden's court here, because having the bottles and being about to get the ice rod, but we'll have to see where he goes now. If he doesn't go back for the Mire play, well, we just don't know where the other ice rod is, so...
And Doomtap getting the spooky.
Yep, very nice. And not on the right pixel to beam the switch, though.
I think when so Doomtap wasn't paying attention there.
Oh, he beamed it multiple times?
No, he threw the pot, and he thought when he hit the pot, either he hit the pot or... Sorry, he either thought the pot or the beam hit the switch when neither happened, so...
Yeah, fair enough.
No left
sure
side
he's having
check.
a great time right now.
No left side check for Doomtap. I think once he saw the ice rod, I think for him, I think that's pretty much go mode, isn't it?
Yeah, Doomtap actually doesn't. Well, Swamp. Okay, yeah, I guess the mirror is enough for Swamp. Yeah, he doesn't need any bottles. Like, he's good because we have TR Big Key. Swamp unlocking, it was going to be a hassle, but it's manageable if he knows how to wrong warp without a bottle. Or actually, hold on. Well, yeah, we can just use a pod key. It's fine. Well, then we're checking these items, so maybe we're not in go mode. But yeah, there are solutions for the dungeons remaining for Doomtap, but if he wants to pursue those solutions as opposed to looking for more items, well...
Nice silvers.
Yeah, that is a good find.
Duden is now in GT. Had to commit Sudoku to reset himself.
Yep.
And yeah, so now here we go. Some GT checks.
And Doomtap going back into Mire. It's all tied up, by the way, with 4 and 4 on both sides.
Okay, so right now he's having a mosh pit with some slimes. I'm not quite sure what he's planning here. Like, I don't know if he's gonna try to go somewhere.
Oh, he's using the Mire keys to unlock Swamp. Okay, I understand. I didn't immediately put it together, but I got there eventually. He just wanted to check the Mire shed just because, I guess, you know, why not? But unfortunately, he had to death warp.
Do you happen to remember where Duden's bottles were? I knew one was on Uncle, but I forgot where the other one was.
It was in Village of Outcasts, I'm pretty sure. One of those checks. And Doomtap just hasn't been to that area yet. Or, like, he ran through it, but he didn't check anything.
Yeah, he just put a bomb in brewery and then he left.
Yeah.
He put a hole in a building. He put a hole in a building and then wasn't good enough to check the damn thing. Unbelievable.
And just, you know, a terrorist.
Unprofessional. Meanwhile, we're gonna check. Yeah, so this is now, we're heading to Swamp for a Doomtap. Duden is gonna check the upper room here. Go 4 checks. Got a flute. And a small to Mire.
Doomtap is about to get carried away with this race if Duden doesn't find an ice rod, I think. Because Doomtap has I can see a clear path to finishing the seed for Doomtap, and I do not see that for Duden, just not having the ice rod.
Yeah, so unless... Yeah, so I guess you're right, yeah, unless an ice rod shows up somewhere.
I'm curious how Doomtap wants to deal with TR. I mean, once we get inside, you know, it's not an issue because we have Samaria and the big key, but I wonder if he's gonna do the conveyor or if he's gonna do some of the old school clipping that we've seen him do before. Doomtap thinking,
That's always dangerous.
Okay, so it appears that his plan is to take out Argus to get warped back to where he just was. And then after that, he can drain the dam. Although not having Moon Pearl, he'll have to go to Hera, I think. I mean, his other option, which maybe he just doesn't know this, is he could flood the dam from Agena with an East Samaria. And so then that would save a trip to get the crystal later. Because I think... Yeah, he's just not going to be able to flood it like the normal way with the mirror, just not having the Moon Pearl.
Meanwhile, Duden, Ice Armos. We're about to do, about to death hole it.
Taking the quarter hard damage first, actually remembering, very, very good. The key to GT in the room it normally comes in.
Yep, not in the same, not the same chest, but in the same room. Yep. And okay, here we are. So now we're in August.
Yep.
So
Just need to do some camera manipulation here
Yep,
and
gonna
boss
cheat.
manipulation.
Get the puffs off screen. It looks like he's done it.
Yeah.
And then Ice
Very
Rod to
nice.
the or no, Ice Rod to Silver Arrow to the face. If you can get the Silver or screw it. Spins it is.
Yeah.
Spin, spin, spin to
Yeah.
win.
Archery is hard.
Yeah, being a Hanzo main is difficult. Okay. So, all right, for anyone who is not familiar, he has defeated the Argus boss, but has the desert prize. So now he needs to go get the swamp, the swamp crystal, in order for it to fully count.
Yeah, his most likely way of doing that is flooding the dam and then clipping into swamp from Hera to bypass the Moon Pearl requirement. There was another option, but as Doomtap either didn't know that or he just forgot. But right now, it looks like we're going... Oh, does Doomtap not know that ice is Oh, never mind. He doesn't have any gloves. This has nothing to do with ice.
I think it's just upgrade time.
This tells me he's thinking about conveyor, because that can be bomb intensive.
Duden is turning in his mushroom. Is about to get a good payout for that. By payout, I mean 300 rupees. What is this?
Oh.
Is it finally time?
Yeah,
58
he actually got
Sorry, go
prepared to juke, but he's going to get the bottle instead.
58 minutes in. Bottle acquired.
Yeah, he bought the bombs to juke. I didn't think of that.
Okay.
Like not having the bottle to get into Thieves Town with the YBA. But was rewarded with a bottle just for checking the item.
And uses it immediately.
Yep.
Come into Thieves once again.
Yeah, he already has the attic open, so this is going to be a quick trip.
Yep.
So, Doomtap has put in his time with the rando gods. His bad luck has out of the way, and he at least temporarily gets some good luck for this race.
And so, oh, here we go. Wondering about this earlier.
Oh.
We have a powder check.
Yeah.
And show me potato salad. Fire shield.
Ugh, that's disappointing.
Hmm. All right. Down goes Blind. Blind has some money. Now he's going to go ahead and leave. Okay. So Blind has been defeated, but still needs to collect the crystal.
Yep, so it just needs to leave and come back in so that we're not in cave state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's just going to leave and then he'll return to collect. Well, actually, he probably won't. I'm about to say to go do any, what's it
Nice
called? Oh,
one.
there's a pearl.
Unfortunately, it's not what Duden needs. It's a nice item to have, but he really needs an ice rod.
That's fair. Hold on, we got to check. Malmo, I need a spicy level on that pearl, acquired 1 hour in.
Yeah, I need to know how many Scovilles it is.
Yeah, we need the Malmo scale. Meanwhile, oh, here's the other check. So earlier, Doomtap lost his book, 10 arrows. So he got saved.
Yeah, that was fortunate.
All right, crystal acquired. So now Doomtap has officially defeated Blind. Malmo is calling that pearl mid. So all right, not that high on the old Malmo scale. Let it be known.
Well, I mean, it was essentially a fetch quest, so we had to get the glove out of the back of Skullwoods. But yeah, it's whatever.
Oh well. Yeah, so checks brings up an interesting question now. How do we get the swamp?
Doomtap already unlocked Swamp from Meyer, so just clipping from Hera with the dam flooded, it should be fine.
Okay. Yep, so the dam is now opened. Save and quit to Death Mountain. Yeah, I think it's time to take a Hera trip. If the cabbages will allow them. We have a... Looks like on Duden's side we have a death hole situation.
Yep, and he also remembered to correctly damage with red mail.
Because red mail's great. I'm trying to find the magic spot.
Yeah, he missed the
And-
bomb dash the first time, which
Oh, okay.
happens.
Got it. That's one half of this. As I've seen in other, or I'm sure a lot of us have seen in other races, though, as he did get it. That isn't the only thing you have to worry about. There's definitely a second half to that death hole.
Yeah, the movement is pretty specific, but you know, you can get used to it though. It's not that bad once you know where the pits are.
Duden has successfully completed that.
I don't know why Doomtap saved and quit there.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Confused. Oh, no, you have the mirror. Oh, he's thinking he forgot to buy a potion, but in actuality, he could have used bombs and the mirror to accomplish the same thing as the YBA. This is an unfortunate time loss, but it will tighten up the race, though. 'Cause I'm not sure when Duden is getting an ice rod.
And who knows, maybe Doomtap doesn't know how to do that either.
I'm sure he's done it before, but maybe he just forgot in the moment. Like, a Mirador is, like, not extremely obscure tech. Like, they actually used to do it in vanilla speedruns, like, in old routes.
Then yeah, he might know it. Duden turning in the green pendant to get $20.
Well, that's pretty unfortunate, but I don't blame him on following up on it.
No, I'm sure right now he's trying to think everywhere. Where can he possibly go to get his ice rod at this point?
And he has to be thinking that clearing out the GT basement and not getting an ice rod is pretty unlucky, and I would agree with that.
Yeah, I can only imagine too. He's also probably trying to avoid having to get into mire right now. So I'm sure he's also probably looking for an ether.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would save him time. Yeah, that is interesting that Duden did not do the follow-up going to Hookshot Cave after Pod, and then actually found the Moon Pearl, but still is not going to Hookshot Cave. I mean, not having the hookshot, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Even if you can hover, it's not the quickest thing to do, usually.
And as you had commented earlier, east side Death Mountain.
Yeah, that.
No one's checked Paradox. No one checked Spiral yet. So.
Okay, this feels like a case of both of them are assuming that the other one did it, and so they're just abandoning those checks. But we as viewers know that there's probably a hookshot and 2 bottles over there.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the other ice rod as well.
Maybe, yeah. It wasn't like there was that time when there were 2 fire rods in left side swamp.
Well, you know, these things do happen. And not very often, but they do happen.
Yeah, so while in the interim here, yeah, I want to give a shout out to Malmo for being able to whip together a pretty professional looking layout on the fly here for this race. Really do appreciate it. So for anyone who missed that, so Doomtap had to do all that work to enter Swamp Palace. And now, even though he's back in Hera, the game recognizes him as being in Swamp. So therefore, this crystal is the crystal to Swamp Palace. So he didn't have to go to the back or do any of that other nonsense. So he is done. Mission complete there. So now he is good to go with that. Okay. So now for crystal, I think all that's left now would just be getting a Trinex. Well, that's actually should be pretty easy now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's getting link state in TR is like the more annoying part of the thing. And I'm surprised he's not going for a conveyor. He's doing a bunny teleport, like using the mirror to assist, like he did to get the lamp earlier on Bumper Ledge.
Mm-hmm. Blue cane in the bonkable or in the bombable wall in Swamp.
Oh yeah, you know what? This makes sense actually. I forgot that he already opened this door earlier, so yeah, I guess the mirror wrap normally it does not work if you're a bunny, but in this specific case, yeah, that was a good routing on his part.
Yeah.
The conveyor's not bad, but what he did is also a totally viable option.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and thank you so much for the 10 gift subs to Malmo. Make sure you thank the streamer if you've got a gift sub. Thank you so much. Really helps the Steam. And so yeah, so Doomtap, like a filthy NMGer, is just going to go ahead and walk right into Trinex. Whereas Duden, I think, is gonna... I think he's doing what you were saying before, doing the bottleless version, I think.
Yeah, this is called a mirror door. By removing our door state, like while standing in a door, it allows us to use the mirror to a similar effect as a green YBA. And
Mhm.
it's similar enough that in this case, it does the same job for us. It just gets us into Hera so we can get the crystal.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. So, Doomtap was he was flinging his red boom to it seemed to add lag to the screen because I think we're doing the fast ROM here. Bombos for TR in case anyone was interested. If you had that in your bingo card. As now Duden has also fully defeated Swamp Palace. So yeah, unfortunately, right now this is Doom's race. Unless
Quadrant glitch.
something catastrophic happens, and or Duden can find his ice rod real quickly.
I know it's Samaria after the quadrant glitch. Transition. This is like the boomer all bosses route to Agatsu.
Mm-hmm. Well, Doom's played this game for a while.
Yeah, Doomtap has a very good all bosses time. His time is better than mine, and I'm doing a faster route. That's just how good the Doomtap is at this game.
Yeah, checks. I did notice that he did almost walk off. That is true.
Almost, but didn't do it.
Okay, so here we go. Duden gets a mirror shield and actually gets to use it. Yeah, so unfortunately there won't be much here in the way of goodies, so there'll be no laser bridge ice rod in this seed. Alright, so here we go. Gold sword, red mail, it's silvers, and it's Doomtap doing a Ganon fight, so unless something really tragic happens here. Nice use of bombs.
Bombing Ganon.
There we go. Trying to clear out his inventory for the sake of menuing. Unfortunately, Duden just finds a compass.
No, I thought he was just adding insult to injury. But yeah, perhaps that the vanilla mechanic applies with fast ROM of having 0 in the hood makes it faster.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he'd be one to quick swap rather than just menu to it. Well, he's already at fire rods, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh no, silver is my true weakness. No, he does menu.
Yeah, we want bow first if we have silvers, but
Alright, so he does that. Four arrows to win. Unfortunately, you can't. Oh, there you go. Got it.
Alright, well, congratulations to Doomtap.
So unless he falls, this will be it. Meanwhile, Mimic Cave.
Oh, I was wondering about this earlier.
Yep. And a heart piece. And so with an official time of 1:13:02, Doomtap has won. And spoilers, Duden has in fact punched the forfeit button. And so that'll be that. So
The forfeit is
GG's.
understandable. It's just kind of a scavenger hunt at this point.
Yeah.
Sorry. Get your GGs for Duden as well. That we very much appreciate.
GG's in
race.
chat. All right. Well, that was not bad. So with that, just so to put everyone up to speed here, that is the first game between Duden and Doomtap. So Doomtap is 1. He's now 1 up on Duden here in this best of 3 series. Their next race will be to be determined. It has not been scheduled yet. As the credits roll here, we'll go ahead and I don't know if they'll be doing interviews or not. No, they will be doing interviews because Duden's here. Duden, GG's.
Oh, GG.
GG.
All right. So if you went into Mire, you know the chest that's on the spikes?
There's the ice rod for real.
That's where your ice rod was.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to go to Maya after I think it was after Pod, but I failed the YBA and decided not to go to.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
looks like
pretty unlucky, I would have to say. And we're also
yeah.
joined by the winner of the race, Doomtap. Congratulations.
Hey, GG's.
Good job,
GG.
Pete. So yeah, so really the big difference for the two of you was unfortunately Duden could not find the ice rod as you guys had stopped in there. Found really interesting that neither of you did East Side Death Mountain checks.
I
That's
did
real.
was. Okay, yeah, that's great.
That's
So I intended on it. That was my plan when I went into Pod, to do Pod and the Dark Death Mountain, and then the Light Death Mountain. But then I decided that it's probably better to go into Turtle Rock. And
Is that a
and
cat?
anyway, I thought it was better to go into Turtle Rock and unlock the laser bridge door. Like go to the back, check the items, open the door because I hadn't scouted the lamp yet. So I didn't know that I'd be able to easily conveyor into Turtle Rock, and I just never got back to the mountain. I had
Well,
better I had a lot of dungeons I could do, so I thought that was okay.
Oh, that makes sense. I was gonna ask if you thought about mirroring after the laser bridge play to then do some of the mountain checks in the light world.
Not really. My planning didn't go that far. I guess I could have done that. That would have been more efficient for sure.
Well, I mean, it would have been more efficient, but your aggressive plays like did pan out. Like the race was quite close. Like Duden had a tiny bit of an early lead, but then around the 4 crystal mark, like you were like ahead a tiny bit, and then when you got the ice rod, you just ran away with it. But it was quite close for a while, though. It was a good race.
I don't remember where Ether was.
It was in
I never
Hookshot
found it.
Cave in the hover check.
Oh, that sucks. Um, yeah, I don't know. I didn't intend on skipping that many things. Like I was thorough-ish in the beginning until I only needed the ice rod, and then I started going to dungeons, and I skipped like East Death Mountain. Could have went to GT. There's a ton of stuff in there, easily available. I didn't do Village of Outcasts or like Hype Cave because I didn't
In
find the bottle until after I was in go mode.
in Village of Outcasts, all that you did was you chucked a bomb in brewery and then you left.
I intended on coming back to check the stuff. I was going to use the mirror
Yes.
to get in the doors.
I guess there
I
was
did.
another bottle in C-shaped house, right?
Yeah, I was in one of those Village of Outcasts checks that Doomtap skipped, and I was saying we were talking about go mode when Doomtap found the ice rod, and I had to think about it for a second, but I was like, yeah, he has a pretty clear solution for all of his remaining dungeons, and then with the Mire, using the Mire keys to unlock Swamp was really good, smart routing, like just because you were already there. Um, the only thing you could have done that would have been more efficient is kind of obscure, though. And Chex and I were saying that you could have like done the Agena Dam flood to do
Yeah,
Swamp in one trip, but
yeah.
like not that many people do that though.
I've saw you and Chex both do it, but I didn't know how, and I wasn't going to look it up in the middle of a race or anything. But that would have, like, it did cross my mind. I just didn't know how to do it, and I messed up things after that. Like I went to swamp without the potion, and then I saved and quit, and then I realized I could have mirror doored anyway, so I didn't need to save and quit, and I just hung my head in shame and thought I lost at that point. I
I
said,
was
"Oh,
wondering
geez, it's
about
over."
that.
Yeah, I got ahead of
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, I've definitely done mistakes like that in a race. Like though, yeah, it definitely happens. So I understand.
I went to the uncle with the intent. Oh, okay. First of all, I didn't open the front door of Thieves Town when I used Super Bunny to like get Link State because I didn't think I'd find the big key of thieves, and then I just found it. So I potentially could have went in the front, but I didn't have a way to open the door easily again. So I was going to do the bomb juke to Thieves Town, and then I found the bottle. So I probably could have just kept the green potion and still did
It
the
was
bomb juke, but like I don't know, I messed myself up. I lost track of what I was doing.
I think the bomb juke is good to know, but I think it
It
is
is pretty
quite
slow.
slow just because you have to go in and out again. But
Yeah, and I'm not
well,
really
so
actually good at it. I can just barely do it, and that's that's as good as I got with it.
so my next question was going to be, are you wondering about the deleted item in the attic?
A little bit, yeah.
It turned out to be the book, which led to nothing, so you definitely lucked out on that one.
It's it's only the second time I've made that mistake, so it's fine.
Well, I mean, all's well that ends well, I suppose.
But
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't a very glitch heavy seed for me. Is mostly just trying to, I don't know. I don't know, trying to figure out what I had to complete, I guess, was my biggest obstacle.
I
yeah, we
mean,
were
both
kind
of you
of
blind pulled the Skullwoods pendant, so that was like equal. But there was a glove in the back that you skipped.
Oh, I forgot to go back for that. Whoops.
hmm And
Like
yeah, it was
I checked everything
interesting.
else. I just didn't check that one.
Yeah, it was interesting to note that I think for you guys, your first, I think 3 or 4 dungeons were all blind. Like
Hmm.
you guys, no map checks for those. So yeah, 3 of the 4 ain't bad to pull crystals for those.
Yeah, you just start beating stuff and see what you get, and then figure out what you need to do from there.
But all right then. Are there any other? Do you have any other questions, JD, regarding for either of our runners?
Um, I just maybe a quick comment. Like, I think that it was well played on both sides. I think, but the Duden did kind of get catastrophically unlucky with like missing the YBA to Meyer and then just abandoning the Meyer play entirely. But not having Ether though, it might not have been enough to keep it close. I'm not sure, but I think it was an interesting race. I think it was well played by both of you. It's just GG to both of you, and thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks for the restream. We scheduled it pretty sporadically,
Yeah,
so I
thank you.
appreciate the jank stream.
Yeah, no, that was all. That was all Malmo. So we do appreciate Malmo you being able, like I said, to do this on the fly and to get us what appears to be bears in a lake. Um, so do appreciate that as well. So as I mentioned earlier, so Doomtap wins the first matchup here, and hopefully they will have their second race soon. TM. But I'll give you a quick update here on the rest of the schedule. We got going on is later tonight at 9 p.m. We have another no logic matchup between Tam and Mr. Buyer. Tomorrow we've got 2 races as well. One at 8 p.m. we have Chex Human against Pryor, and then at 9 p.m. Tam versus Buyer round 2. And then on the 23rd, that's Tuesday at 6 p.m., Krithel will take on the host, taking on Malmo. And then at 8 p.m. on the 23rd, Chex will take on Pryor as well for their second round or for their second game matchup. So definitely a lot going on here in the next couple of days. So please make sure that you all, if you are interested, we do need people for commentary and to do tracking. And if we get those, then we can end up on one of the speed gaming channels, not necessarily named Super Malmo World. So, Duden, any final words?
No, just thank you again for the restream. Really appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to the second match.
Okay, and thank you, Duden. And then Pete.
No, just thanks for the restream. Hopefully it seems like it was a decent watch, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's about all I care about, and like not totally embarrassing myself.
Well, you only did one of those things.
Yeah.
And then JD, any final thoughts for our runners or for the stream?
I guess just thanks again to Malmo for putting this together, and yeah, looking forward to the next matches. So we'll see you guys next time.
All right. And so, on behalf of our runners, on behalf of JD, and a big shout out to Malmo, I am Misanthropic Buddha. And yeah, we will see you all on the next one.